Hi folks, back with the next video here for the Hamilton Academical season on the 5 League Challenge videos that I've been doing. So it's shaping up to be quite a unique, interesting wee season here for Hamilton Academicals. We left off in the last video after this fantastic UEFA Cup result against Deportivo. So I've just been playing through the league games for December and January, and we have taken a couple of losses there, back-to-back defeats actually to Rangers and Aberdeen. We also lost 2-0 to Celtic and drew with Dundee United here, so the league campaign's basically pretty idle there. We're not going to finish top or even second, I wouldn't think, but we'll probably sew up third position, which is decent enough for the first year up. But the story of this season is in cups, basically. So we've got a great batch of fixtures coming up here. Celtic in the league, and we've got Hibs, Aberdeen in the cups, and then we've got Motherwell in the fourth round of the UEFA Cup. So a pretty unique little fixture there coming up there. And so there's not been much else to report as far as transfers. A couple of guys that we're looking at coming in on Bosman's here. Mark McCormick from Ross County, decent wide player, and we've got Pierre McDonald, striker, he's not bad as well, and this guy Luis Garcia, Spanish winger, hoping to get him in. So yeah, I'm just going to be building the team up. We've been a bit off the pace for competing with Celtic and Rangers this year, but with a few more decent signings we can hopefully close that gap on them, and hope that either Hamilton can win that league or that a job comes up. Not really much happening there, but we'll keep an eye on those things. So just going to play through a few of these games and see how we got on. It's going to be another tough game against Celtic here. They've been turning us over, and so have Rangers, but it's pretty obvious that there's going to be that golfing class here. Although Newcastle manager's been sacked, so possibly a manager in Scotland will get that job. So I would need both Celtic and Rangers seasons to really collapse for me to close the gaps on them. It's just not going to happen. There's 12 games left in the league, so that's not going to be happening. But I'm also scouting for next season as well, just seeing if I can bring some other players in from Holland, Portugal, Scandinavia. They're kind of good hunting grounds there. And we've got a few of our players back in, 2 defenders, so back to having my defence at full strength, which I've been needing, to be fair. Babbage still injured, so I'll stick with McAdam there. And I've got Lawal back in for Dokos, although he's been playing really well as well. But yeah, we'll go with that. The Hibs job actually became available at one point, and I did apply for it but didn't get it, so I figured I'd have a better chance in the SPL next year if I can get to a club that's bigger than bigger than Hamilton, so you can attract better players in. And that being said, I've got maybe 5-6 players that I would think are good enough to be in a title challenging team in this league, and a few that are young and are just going to get better. So what I don't want to do is be spending 3 or 4 years trying to win the SPL, though. 3 or 4 seasons, I should say. Yeah, you can see again we're kind of just off the pace for the Old Firm teams at the moment. When hopefully we can put in performances in the cup then, because that's the only possibility we've got of a trophy this year now. And that gap's getting even wider there. I mean, we've lost 6 games in the league, so that's not going to add up to a title win. Okay, so we want to get back on the winning track here against St Johnstone. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be calling this season a failure, whatever happens. Even finishing like 3rd in itself is good enough for a small club like Hamilton. And that'll get entry into Europe again through that, so. Paul Shields popping up with a goal there. There we go, so that should make that one safe. So what I've been finding really is, generally speaking, if it's outside the Lone Firm, we're kind of winning the games, but 4 draws and 6 losses, it's just put me off the pace there. Some season this guy's he's really got good stats, like 20 for pace, 20 for long shots even. So his value's just going to keep going up. He's on a 5 million release fee at the moment, but I could probably do with trying to bump that up a bit, although his wages are starting to outweigh, so he'll probably have to be sold when there's interest in him. So that's a Dundee job became available. I'm not going to apply for that, they're not really any bigger than Hamilton stadium wise, so that would be kind of pointless there. So here we go, we've got our Hearts at home, and then we've got cup ties galore in the next few matches, so we'll play through these just to see how we got on. And if we can make it to the UEFA Cup quarter-finals. So 1 up at half time, not a bad spot. Hearts seem to be having a pretty decent season this time round, so result against them be decent enough. I'm going to see this one out then. Good stuff. So another one there, and that's us down to 10 games left in the league. That opens up a 10-point lead over Hearts in 4th there, so looks like we'll be pretty solid for that 3rd place finish, which is what any club that's not Celtic and Rangers considers to be a success in the SPL. Aston Villa in the 1st division at the moment. No wonder the manager's under threat. Okay, so here we go. We've got back-to-back cup ties coming up, starting with a semi-final against Hibs in the League Cup, which we are actually defending. We won that last season. And then we've got Aberdeen away in the Scottish, which will be a tough tie as well. Tam McManus gets the first goal. We're back to 1-0 there. Colin Samuel. He's been a great pickup for 250k. He'll be another one that will probably get to a stage where big clubs will start circling for him and there won't be much I can do to stop that. But when these things happen, it means I can just bring in better players, might even get a boost on the kind of wages that the club will allow me to offer. Yeah, but that's looking like a good one now. We can see this one out. And it's going to be Celtic in the final, that was pretty obvious. Well, yeah, I believe we actually did knock Celtic out of both cups last season, so there's a bit of history there. They'll be out for revenge, but that's a fantastic result there, 5-1. And I'm remembering I need to get Mr. Babbage back in here, so he'll play in the Aberdeen game. And I've kind of avoided transfer activity because, well, A, there's not much that I can bring in at the moment, but mostly because I've got my players registered for the European squad now, and if you bring too many in or chop and change, then you're going to leave yourself short. So let's see if we can keep the cups going here. So 2 goals for Shields in the first 20 minutes there. Yep, so really putting Aberdeen to the sword. Aye folks, so it looks like we're going to be getting past these guys without any issues here. got to hope that somebody does a number on the Old Firm teams. It just gives you a much better chance. Although I think Rangers put Celtic out in the last round there, so there's only one of them left in the cup. And you always kind of feel like you've got a good chance of winning it if you can somehow avoid them, which doesn't happen very often. So yeah, that one will finish 3-1, and that's keeping the good cup run going here. Actually getting some pretty good form going all round here, just in time for the European game. So St Mirren away before we're kicking off that Motherwell game. And seeing Caballero's back from injury, but the way Paul Shields has been playing, it's probably the smart thing to do to stick with him for now. Yeah, I think we might even try and sell this guy. Try being the keyword. Let's see if we can maybe get an offer in for him. So we've got Lowell on international duty, so we'll pop McAdam in there. Rangers' season seems to be faltering a bit now. They've got them down to 6 points. Well, they were well ahead at one point. Well, it's good to see Bavic settling in. He's been a good pick-up as well. He's going to get goals from the attack midfield role there, and his stats are just getting better. So he'll go up in value quite steadily. So yeah, another kind of solid win there in the SPL. And we've got the big one coming up next. taking the piss there, 325. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll probably make this video a wee bit longer, just because we've got these cup games, but that being said, if I just keep going and going, then it will turn into an even longer video, so we'll play through this first Motherwell game for starters anyway. And just seeing if there's any more players becoming available in the summer on free transfers, but don't really see much there. Yeah. Okay, so we can get a while back in there, and we're ready to go. So this is the oddity of all oddities, I think, as far as fixtures go. It's Motherwell against Hamilton in the UEFA Cup for a place in the last 16. No, for a place in the last 8 in the quarter-final, sorry. This is the last 16. You'd think though, because we're well ahead of them in the league here, so we should be able to deal with them over 2 legs, but don't know, sometimes such weird things happen in cup games. We've got the away goal, and it's a former Motherwell player as well, signed him from Motherwell Forest. Just make a couple of changes here with the cards that we've picked up. There we go, Babbage gets a second. If we can nick a third, I'd think that would kill it, yeah. So that's looking good. 4 away goals, yeah, we're killing this one. There you are, folks. So pretty confident in saying then that Hamilton are going to be playing in the last 8 of the UEFA Cup, which is absolutely phenomenal. When we got that result against Deportivo, I really didn't expect it, but there's obviously something here with this, team of players. I maybe just didn't get the team settled enough at the start of the season. A lot of changes, so maybe we can do something and challenge SPL for the SPL title next year. Because that's a really good result there. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll stop this video here. We'll come back a bit. I'll come back for the next, we'll start with that League Cup final, I think, in the next one, and then we should have the next European game set up as well. So quite an eventful wee season tracking along here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.